Okay, good morning, boys and girls. Before we start looking at today's sound, let's have a practice of the tricky words we were doing yesterday. Okay, so if I was in reception, if I asked someone in reception now to spell the word some, what they would probably do is they'd come up and they'd write and that type of sum is like a math sum, just like the ones we were doing in that video earlier, like 11 add 2. That was one of the ones we did, or 8 add 8. But that's not how you spell the word sum, as in, I'm going to the shop for some sweets. So you know how to spell it. We did it yesterday. I want you all to try now and spell the tricky word sum, okay? And then I will do it in a second. You can even pause the video. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Of course, we know the tricky word sum is spelled S-O-M-E, just like in our song, okay? Now, if that's how you spell the tricky word sum, how do you spell the tricky word come? Well, it's the exact same, but with a C at the start instead of an S, okay? The next tricky word I'd like you to remember from yesterday and to spell is have. Now I'm thinking if I ask someone in reception to spell have, what they're probably going to do is, but we know there's a sneaky little letter, isn't there? Everyone in year one right now, shout out what the sneaky little letter is on the end. I can hear you really loud and clear, thanks guys. Of course there's a little sneaky E in the end, isn't there? Okay, and last tricky word I want you to write is like. And the reason that's a tricky word is because you learn it in reception before you've learned this little digraph, I like, okay? Like. Same as have, has a sneaky little E on the end. Okay, rub those out. Okay, and today we're looking at, I'm going to do it nice and big, this digraph, okay? I can hear lots of you shouting out. It actually makes two different sounds. For example, it makes the I sound in the word pie, or it can make an E sound in the word field. We're looking at it making an I sound today, and we're looking at it making an E sound tomorrow. And I think that's probably going to be next week's spelling test as well. So take these out of here. Okay, now I'm going to press play on the Geraldine Giraffe video. I want you to listen to the clue and to write down the words, and then we'll have a little game after, okay? Do you know what I miss having, guys? I miss having our competitions, boys against girls. Okay, let's go.
Hi Geraldine. Me. Welcome back. Today, Geraldine, I'm going to teach you the I-E spelling, and it makes the I sound in some words. Can you have a go at that I sound? Come on, Geraldine, have a go. I. Well done, I knew you could do it. I'm going to give you a little tickle on your nose. Geraldine, can I give you a little tickle on your nose?
She's cheeky, isn't she?
Geraldine! Oh, Geraldine. So off she went around the house to find something featuring I. And I've noticed some... Geraldine, you got a bit of a cold? Geraldine, I've noticed something around your... I've noticed something around your neck.
Something around Geraldine's neck. Okay, write that one down, guys. I know you'll all get that one. Yes, Geraldine is wearing a tie. Let's have a look.
Ah, it's a tie. And tie has the I-E spelling that makes the I sound. Well done. Good girl, tie. And, Geraldine, I did notice that you are looking a little bit tired with your cold. Okay, Geraldine, you've brought me to the era.
Okay, so there's lots of clothes here to dry. Now, some of you may know the word dry actually doesn't have an IE in it. It's D-R-Y, and the Y makes the I sound, just like the word sky or fly or cry. There's lots of them, okay? But if it's happened in the past tense, like my Uncle Ed, like we did a few weeks back, remember? My Uncle Ed, he liked to remember things he used to do in the past before he got old. He used to like to do everything. He walked. He always put E-D at the end of things he did in the past. So he used to play football. In the past, he played football. He used to cook for his wife. He cooked, and so on, okay? Let's have a look at this one.
Are you sorting out some of the laundry? Aha! That's because they have dried. And all those clothes have dried on the air, so they are ready to put away.
So, dried. And you might be thinking to yourself, Mr. Finch, that's a bit strange because you told me that dry was spelled D-R-Y. But remember, if we have a word, a doing word that ends in a Y, we don't need to know this till year 2, but we did a little bit of it. If it ends in Y already, so I like to cry, Uncle Ed cried in the past. We changed the Y to an I, and then add Uncle Ed's name. And when we do that, we will suddenly have an I sound, okay? Let's go for the next one.
Hey, well done, Joni. You're such a clever house giraffe, aren't you? So maybe you need to have a little...
So Geraldine's been very busy. So Mr. Thorne's telling her to have a rest, to have a lie down. That's a nice easy one, isn't it? So everyone have a go at that quickly now. I'm only going to give you a few seconds because it's so short. I am doing it as we speak. So we have lie, okay? Let's have a little game with some jumbled up words, some anagrams, okay? Remember, just as usual, I'll read the clue and you have a go on it. Have a go writing it down on a piece of paper, a whiteboard, whatever you have, a blackboard. I've seen, shout out to Blair, actually, I saw you had a little blackboard in the background, Blair. You practicing being a teacher? Okay, so rearrange the letters just as usual. I'll read the clue, you write down the word. Also, this game's quite a good place to learn new words, new vocabulary, and we can always use our new words in our sentences. So, his laces were, his laces of his shoes. Has anyone got it? Okay, let's have a check. When your laces are not tied, the opposite, they are untied. Tied or untied. Okay, next one. You might have this with a burger. Another word for chips. Starts with an F. I'll give you a clue. Some people call them French. Yes, of course, it's French fries. Eyes. Fries. Okay, next one. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is a good new word. If you do something, say for example, you did something naughty in school and the teacher said, why did you do that for? And you just said you didn't do it. It wasn't me. You're denying it. So, denied. The boy denied he took the candy. It means you said it isn't you. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Some of you are probably familiar with that. I didn't do it. It wasn't me, Mr. Finch. Blame someone else. Denied. A good new word for us. So, denied. Okay. Small flying insects. Little black insects. They're annoying. If they get in the classroom, can't get rid of them with those big high ceilings in class. Yes, it is flies. Well done if you got it. Okay. There's something were clear that week. When you look up in the sky, this is a clue, and you see that there are no clouds, it's a nice sunny day, you might say the skies were clear that week. Have a go. Skies. 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 Okay. And if you had denied something in class and you said, well, it wasn't me, Mr. Finch, but I knew it was you, I might say, be honest. Don't tell lies. Be honest. So your word is lies. Okay. Okay. Sam, something hard with her homework. If you're doing your best, I might say you tried. Who can spell tried with those letters and digraphs we have here? Tried. I need to slow down a bit, I'm too fast on you. Don't give you enough time sometimes. Apologies. I'd tried. Just like tried earlier, it rhymes. Oh, and another one that rhymes. If you're watching a really, really sad movie, and you might cry. So we had dried, tried, and cried. Okay, that'll do us for now, guys. Okay, Jules gives us tried again. That will do us for now. You've got a little activity for this on your Education City, and people seem to quite enjoy them. People are doing very well on them as well. I can see how you get on. It gives me your score. So make sure you listen carefully to the instructions, because you want to get a pass. I think you have to get 75% to pass, okay? So that's every 4 questions, you have to get 3 of them right, okay? Have a nice day, guys, okay? You've got PE and Spanish later on as well. I've put the Spanish video on Seesaw already. Once I get the PE video, I'll put that on as well, okay? Have fun. See you later. Bye-bye.